what's going on with y'all today, man? It's Juneteenth. Juneteenth, man. We have some special people coming up here to talk about this holiday that we in. So, get ready to get tuned in with a lot of information. And also, we're gonna keep it entertaining because you know how TK the poet do. We keep it rocking. If y'all didn't know who I am, I'm gonna let y'all know who I am. It's TK the poet. You already know it, so you ain't gotta quote it. If I spoke it, you already know what that means. Yeah, I wrote it. And yes, I do have my own slogan. Hey, get you one if you mad. But I know, man, I know y'all looking at my hair kind of messed up, but it's one of those days. But I'm gonna get back in shape probably next week. But we're gonna keep this show rolling. You know how I do it every time. I gotta play some music. This is by G Code 1K. Go to his YouTube, subscribe. Hey, we need to learn how to support. So support this young brother and his music. This song is not a love song. Let's get into it. Let's hear it. Yeah, let's go. This is G Code 1K.
Get that back, yeah, bro. I go through hell and back for you. Even if ain't I should you. Shit, I want her back too. Right. I go through hell and back for you. Would you do the same even if I ain't asked you to? Everybody want her back, shit, I want her back too. Everybody like the brag, shit, I like the brag too. You like my brand new shoe, like your brand new cake. Is you here to protect my feelings? Is you here to take them away? I don't wanna hear no love song, no love story. I wanna hear no love song, no love story. Stepping like it's March, something don't start letting. Blind to the bullshit, but I be peeping shit. How you wanna be the bitch? I be on that leadership. I gotta be there in this shit. I don't wanna keep that bitch. My mama told me about Lenina. Lenina, she was a bitch. My partner told me I go clean her. Send the word to the ox. This the word to the ox. So I got all y'all gon' drop. By my slime, I wipe your nose. By my cuz, I cut your throat. I throw the cheese up on my phone. All that running, that's a no. I count my 10 on my toe. Like blood in that water, bitch, you know it's over. I might just overdose from your love and keep me cold. I can go in over bad for you. I can go in over bad for you. I can go in over bad for you. Go through hell and back for you.
Hey man, that was G Code 1K. Man, go to his YouTube, subscribe. Hey, it's GEECOD 1K. Hey, go subscribe. But we here, I gotta do a little promo, give some people some airtime play. But shout out to G Code 1K. Good song, fire song. Go check them out. But we're here to talk about Juneteenth. And I'm gonna bring up, my co-host, that guy. Hope he's ready. That guy. Tune in. He on he got his phone muted. Oh, he didn't signed out. But okay, let me bring up Eric Curry. What's up with you, man?
What is up, TK?
Hey man, we here to talk about this Juneteenth, man. How you been, man?
Hey man, I've been good, man. Been real good, brother. It's good to be back on the live with you, and I see you got a co-host, that guy.
Yeah, that
Nice to
guy,
meet
man.
you there,
Yes, sir.
my good sir.
What's happening? I'm trying to get everything linked back in. My phone over here acting a fool.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Look, but
I'm just glad to be in the building, man.
hey, nah, for sure. I've been making a couple posts about Mr. Eric Curry, man. He think he can get me on a one-on-one on a poetry bout, and I was trying to tell him, man, I'm about to leave, man. You know, you need to stay where you can get a good run in with some amateurs.
Good
I'm
running with some amateurs.
I'm a professional.
Professional
You just can't jump from the bottom tier to the top tier.
from
There's
the
levels to
bottom
this.
tier.
Yeah, the
Oh
bottom
man.
tier. There's levels to
Oh
this.
no, I ain't
You know,
never been on the bottom. I
this
ain't
is
never been
top
on the
tier
bottom.
poetry, man. man, I'm telling you, this is top tier poetry, man. If you don't have top tier poetry, man, stay at the mid level, man.
Hey, I seen your pit game. I've been watching you. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, I got something for you. I got something
nah,
for you.
nah,
Oh
no,
yeah. Oh yeah. I
no,
got something for you. You see,
we not doing that.
America. I'm him. I'm him. He might be Timothy, but I'm him.
He's just a short version.
The short version.
You have to shorten the name. Just him. I am him and thee. You just him. So you just half of what I am.
Oh, have what you are.
Just keep it 1,000 though, but man. But I appreciate you coming up on here,
Oh
man.
man.
We gonna get it rock. When we have our little one on one. I hope you be ready. I hope you clipped up.
Hey,
Oh, I'm clipped.
hey, 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 I'm fully loaded over here.
Okay, okay,
Fully loaded over here.
okay. That's what I
And
like.
you know what? I think we should get some judges,
Mm,
line them up,
mm,
a real 1v1,
mm,
and get them on the sidelines, listening in. We go poem for poem.
mm. So how many poems you think you think you could run? Because I'm clipped up. I got
So
extended clips.
I got 7 on me right now, but
That's it.
I'm gonna throw. Look, I'm talking about 7 good ones. I got other poems,
Do you got
but
7 memorized?
I got 7 poems on me right
Oh, okay.
now. No
On you,
paper,
on you. No paper,
no paper, no phone. Just
no
right
phone.
off the dome. It's right here, and right here.
Okay,
But
okay.
no, I think what I want to do is because if we give everybody everything at one time, it's too much for them. So
Yeah.
I want to go 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Yes, sir. So you got to pick your 3 best poems, and you got to come with it.
I mean, I had so many. I'll let you choose.
You're gonna let me choose.
I'll let you choose whatever poem that you choose.
He
I'm gonna
said, "You're
kill
gonna
you with.
let me choose."
Shoot,
Oh man,
but
it's
so we here on Juneteenth. So
yeah,
what does that mean to you?
man. I grew up in Texas. It mean everything.
Mm,
To hear my grandparents talk about how this is the day that we found out about us being free late.
okay.
Everybody else found out before us, and by the time we found out, it was like an afterthought because there were people here that knew but didn't want us to know, and uh, to finally find out, it was a struggle. So the things that other slaves across the country were, the shift and the mindset shift that began for them, it began for us late.
Mm,
So, in many ways, I feel like Texas has always been behind the rest of the country as it pertains to everything dealing with that piece of, our culture. And where, people will come up with, other cities like Alabama, where things are really bad. They think, man, things are bad here,
mm,
and, there are certain cities, even as we get through the late 90s, early 2000s, where it was tough to go to because of the way that we were received,
mm.
and I think that it's important for us as Black people to remember where we come from, and the things that our people endured. Not that we should continue to hold people of today accountable, but the idea that we should not lose sight of what we had to go through to get to where we are, so that we can continue appreciating the things that we have, because there are people who fought and died for us to be on this live right now.
Nah,
You
for real.
know, and to have the freedom to say what we want to say and how we want to say it. There are people who lost their lives so we could do this. So on a day like today, we celebrate those people, It's not about us. We're the benefactors of their struggle, and we should celebrate them and their sacrifice so we can have what we have.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm gonna bring up that guy. That guy is here. I'm gonna ask him the same question that I asked you. What's up with it, that guy?
Hey, what's up with him, my boy?
Hey man, I was just asking Dr. Eric Curry, what do Juneteenth mean to him? I'm gonna ask you the same
Right.
thing. And it look like you have a little festival going on for Juneteenth, man.
Link up real quick. Let me get the festivities and what too. Oh, what
Okay.
up? And I'm gonna answer. Ready. So you say, what does Juneteenth mean to me, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. Juneteenth. I I do know Juneteenth ain't the real date. You hear me?
Okay.
It's the date for Texas.
Okay.
Juneteenth is for Texas. Juneteenth ain't never been celebrated by the whole world. You hear me?
Hmm.
And the reason
Right.
why that is
Facts.
because the South, and when I mean the South, I mean Texas. I mean Texas found out 19th
Hold on. You gotta
June
run that back. You gotta run that back. You was going in and out.
that the slaves were free.
Hey, you gotta run that back. You was going in and out. You froze up for a
Huh?
second. I said you gotta run that back. You froze up for a second.
Okay, my bad. I got you. Am I good right
Uh,
now?
yeah, you good.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So from what I was taught, we learned about the 19th of June, and that's when Texas heard about the slaves being free. The slaves were free, I want to say 2 weeks prior to that. So Texas didn't understand that the slaves was free until the 19th of June. That's why Texas celebrates the 19th of June.
Mm, mm.
You hear me? So the
So
19th of June ain't got nothing to do with no other state, fam.
so do
I've
you
been
feel like
celebrating the 19th of my bad, my bad,
so
because I've been
so
celebrating the 19th of June since I was a baby. You hear me?
so do you think it's just a Texas thing? Only Texas to celebrate Juneteenth?
I think so. That's all it is a Texas thing. Everybody else knew, unless you can
Mm,
tell me facts that everybody else didn't know. From what I heard, that's what I know. Texas knew on the 19th of June. You hear me? That's what I know. Now, if there's anybody else that can tell me something different, hey, you go look it up and let me know. Holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I've been celebrating the 19th of June since I was a baby. We would go to Austin and go to a parade,
mm.
and we'd be at that parade all day. You got the horses, you got the cars, you got the clowns and the clowns and the mini cars. You know what I'm saying? We had it all. You had everybody in the
So why you were froze up again, that guy? So I'm gonna ask Mr. Eric Curry a question. So do you feel like Texas should be the only one that celebrate Juneteenth?
Well, I think there are other states that acknowledge Juneteenth, but to his point, Texas celebrating Juneteenth, it is a Texas holiday, and the reason being is because Texas, that's the day that we found out. But the
Mm-hmm.
reason why we should continue celebrating the holiday is because we found out on that day. And I grew up celebrating on that day as well, but also I had people telling me why we celebrate that day. And although it wasn't the day that we were freed, it was the day that we were free.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Right.
And we may not have been free. We weren't free when everybody else was free. So for Texas, it's important for us to continue to celebrate the day in reference to the people who were freed on that day, because my ancestors, they didn't get free when everybody else got free because we from Texas, so they got free on the 19th when they found out. So I celebrate the people who came before me and paved the way that I'm living today.
Okay. Okay. So do you feel like everybody should celebrate Juneteenth?
I don't feel like it's not like it's. it's like our birthday, so I don't fault other people for not celebrating my birthday, and if other people don't want to acknowledge or celebrate Juneteenth, that's them, especially if they're not from Texas. But if you're from Texas and you're not celebrating Juneteenth, then that's something different for me.
So I got a question. So I've been looking, and ain't too many people is really talking about Juneteenth, or not a lot of people are celebrating Juneteenth. Do
Right.
you think why is that? Do you know any inkling of why people don't celebrate Juneteenth the way they should?
Because it didn't affect them. So if you go to another state like California or North Dakota, it didn't affect them. This situation was only a situation for Texas. So I don't expect them to celebrate a day that we found out that we were free with us.
Mm,
I don't expect that. And I don't expect our country to go and acknowledge it the way that they should either. Um, why would they? It's a really dark day for the country, where we had a whole state that the people here was trying to keep the people enslaved for as long as they possibly could. This just so happened to be the date that we found out that we were free. And if they would have had the opportunity, they would have kept us in the dark as longer than that. So I don't expect the country to come out and acknowledge that and make this a national holiday. I don't expect that from them.
but they did make it a national holiday. Why do you think they made it a national holiday?
No, we made it a national holiday. Let's get that right.
Okay.
Our people did that. They didn't want to do that.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Look,
Just for
look,
me.
I'm gonna bring up
we fought
all
for that.
bags and CEO. He just popped in the backstage. I'm gonna bring him up one time. Hey, what's good with you, man?
What's up now? What's going on?
Man, we
What's
talking about
happening?
this Juneteenth, man. You got any information on this Juneteenth?
Yeah, so like I was telling you earlier, so are any of y'all familiar with who Oprah Lee is?
You
Y'all hear?
informed me today about her. I didn't know her,
Yeah,
know
I
her was
really ain't
retired.
know. I ain't know who she was, but hey man, they just go to show you we need to like learn more about our people. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a real deal prominent figure with this Juneteenth stuff. So I went to work at the Fair Park this morning. I ended up staying working, but I had learned some valuable black information or whatever. So the Ku Klux Klan burnt her house down in Fort Worth like way back when, and they supposed to gave her reparations, like they built her a new house, stocked her up with money, all this here, but it was so much security around them, bro. I said she gotta be a real prominent figure. But I just learned some, value. She from Fort Worth.
Mm. So you was telling me that she was the last surviving member of the Juneteenth.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Mm.
Damn.
So I mean, that's a blessing to
Hey,
survive
you
all
put them.
that, and you still here.
Yeah,
And man, the woman move around good, bro. If you was to see her, like she move around better than some of these, women maybe 40, 50 and shit.
Mm. So, what does Juneteenth mean to you? I already asked everybody on the panel, but what does it mean to you?
Like I was telling you earlier, it's I got mixed emotions on it, cause it's good that they everybody finally got free, but keep in mind that this is a freedom that was supposed to happen 2 years prior or however long. So my feelings kind of mixed on it.
Mm. So, do you feel like the rest of the United States should celebrate Juneteenth since it's only a Texas holiday?
Uh, I'm kind of mixed on that. It's kind of like Okay, like when we was talking about the stuff we did it the other day,
Mm-hmm.
we tend to tie ourselves to what we want to tie ourselves to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just a thing about our people. I don't understand either. Cause like I told you, I'm right from Louisiana, and I actually didn't learn the information on Juneteenth till I was almost an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like they ain't teach us that in school.
Mm.
Just like I was telling TK, they took us to plantation houses and shit like that, cotton fields, and showed us what our people supposed to came from. To now, they
Mm.
did do that. So
Mm. Do y'all think that's a good field trip for kids to for the school to take them to old plantation and to cotton fields and for them to say this is where y'all came from?
It's not where we came from, but it's good to know the history about what happened.
You think schools should be not that should be a field trip or
Nah, but I mean, you should be real about the situation of history.
so this question is plaguing my mind. So as time progresses, do we keep reliving the past and making our kids learn about the past and or how the man treated us back then and stuff like that? Do we reopen those wounds and get the kids to really understand, like, look, this will happen to us long time ago? Do we
No,
reiterate that into their system today?
no, we shouldn't,
Why you say that?
because we keep
what
repeating
does
the
it
same
have to
shit.
do with their future?
Mm,
Yeah, it's just repeating the same. That's how you keep a repeated history because we teaching them the same history. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Like you putting racism in their head. At the time, if you talk about something different, these kids ain't worried about no black or white. It's how they talk.
And
So
then the true fact, like if you gonna teach them about stuff of that nature, okay, right now, North Koreans still in slavery, bro.
mm,
Like deep slavery, these people get a palm of rice to eat every day, bro.
mm.
And like they really in captivity and shit. So I mean, hey, this present day. So I don't know if you gonna go through there, go on down the whole little rabbit hole or something, man. I don't know.
What you think about Dr. Eric Curry?
Well, um, I think that for me individually, as growing up as a young man, I learned by watching other people. I learned what to do and what not to do.
Mm,
So there were some things that I saw people do, and I made up in my mind that I'm not going to do that. And I also saw what other people were doing that were good things, and I picked those things up as qualities for myself. And I say that to say, I think it's important for us to learn from our mistakes,
mm,
even if those mistakes are from history. I think our kids, the reason why some of our young people today, young black men, act the way that they act, is because they don't know where we come from. They
mm,
don't know the struggle. And if they knew the people that were before them and the things that they had to endure in order for them to walk around and be free and act stupid like they act, then maybe they would have a better response to life and maybe they would appreciate it more. I think uh, I think more as more time passes, our curriculum is more geared towards figuring out how to get rid of our Black history. They don't
mm,
want us to remember. They don't want us to know. They're doing everything they can to get all of our Black books out of our school libraries to make sure that our kids don't have any semblance of what it was back in the day because they don't want us to remember. Why? Because they want us to be uneducated. They want us to not be able to connect and understand why we have the privileges that we have, so we don't appreciate it like some of the young generations do today. And I think that it's incumbent upon us to make sure that that we don't just tell our young people about what happened back then without explaining why it's important to know that. I don't agree with just giving them information and not telling them what to do with it. I think it's important that if we share what happened back then, we tell them what to do with that information so they can be better people and make better decisions and learn from those mistakes and learn from those situations back in the day. Why? Because in the year 2024, we are still systematically oppressed.
Hmm.
The way that the voting system is aligned, the way that the government system is aligned, the president has no power. Uh, Everything is ran by the Senate and the Congress. They pass legislation and they determine how things go. And it's important for our young black people to know that if they really want change, it don't start with a gun in their hand. It starts with a pen in their hand. It starts with getting in front, down on that Congress floor, and lobbying for real laws and real legislation that change things for our people. And these are the things that our people back in the day fought for. These are the things that they discovered. These are the things that they understand. But now we got a whole new generation of kids who don't care nothing about Congress, who don't care nothing about the Senate, who don't care nothing about voting. They don't care nothing about that. All they want to do is whatever it is they want to do. And they don't understand that the system was designed for them to fail. And we have a school curriculum and system that's set up to make sure that the black people stay poor and take the lesser jobs and never really truly elevate. So when we do have black people that elevate, we have to appreciate their fight because the curriculum in certain neighborhoods is different in others as it pertains to the tax dollars that go to certain neighborhoods is
Look,
different from others.
look, you're right about that because my wife, she's a school teacher and she teach at Comstock, and and that's in the Gritty Grove. And when I said that is East Side High, it's
Man, you
East
had
Side.
me laughing, bro.
Man, look, I'm talking
Yeah,
about they got Joe Clark in there chaining the doors, you
yeah,
know. So, but in the area that we stay in Forney, the schools are magnificent.
yeah.
and
I
they
walked, I walked into the elementary school. I'm like, this look like a high school.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
know,
they
live I
saying
live I
that
live in Florida too.
they saying that she can relate better to them.
who?
That's what they kind of
Oh yeah.
stereotype and do and stuff. I know us as black, like me, I go to a hood school and fit right in.
Hmm.
But man, hey,
Because I mean, really, if we being honest, it's the environment that we live in. These kids are adapted to the certain type of environment that they living in. So just like say Comstock, it's a hood environment. All of them kids are hood, ghetto, whatever, ratchet. Parents ain't doing what they supposed to do. So it's a whole mentality, a whole different culture in that area. But you take those same kids and put them in a different area where that culture is not that. It's like I wonder, do they change for the better? Do they get smarter, or do they lose that some of that the edge that they got from being in the hood? Like I believe environments matter. We can look down and say, oh yeah, Comstock is a hood school, but it's the environment around that school. And and just to talk about about them teaching us our history and stuff. I was always told all the bad stuff, all the horror stuff that happened. I
Hmm.
never heard about any good things that happened.
Yeah,
It
like
was
the
always, oh,
orphanage
they fed the kids to the alligators, or they raped our women, and they hung us, they burned us, and it was always the bad stuff. I never heard no good stuff out
I
of
and
it.
understand. I
another
understand, and we
thing,
invented most
while
of
we
it.
talking about the history of it,
Yeah.
another part I mean by running the whole history is that, and it's another part where we pick what side of the ball we want to be on when we want to. It's proven facts. Our people were responsible for selling a lot of us into bondage, bro.
Mm. Well, hold on, hold on. Can you say that again?
Our own people. were responsible for selling a lot of us into bondage.
No, that's not true. We're not finna do that.
All
That's
right.
not true. That's not true.
Okay.
So the people that were sold into bondage, they were slaves already. They got
Hmm.
taken over by another tribe. It wasn't
Yep.
our own people. You know, they didn't sell their cousins and their sisters or brothers and stuff like that. They sold captives of different tribes they took over. It wasn't we didn't get sold by our own people. No, we're not doing that. Nah, that's not true.
All right, man. Do you watch Dane Holloway?
You say what?
Do you ever watch Dane Holloway?
I mean, I heard, but I am just really dozing into it. Nah.
Got researching, man.
Because we was selling each other.
Look, we would like what? So how do you figure we was selling each other?
And
And
everybody
then
was getting
another
sold.
thing is another part of it was manipulation. So that's just like it goes on right now. People come from other countries on visas and shit.
Hmm.
It's so much money you gotta pay in so many years. You gotta do this here. It was the same back then. People were coming thinking, okay, I worked for Master for 5 years and I'm free. But the whole time they straight extending the people contract, all type of shit. This shit been going on. It's still going on.
You work for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, we pay the way.
Hmm.
They take money out of our checks that we worked hard for, and and we have they like
Nah, I
I
know.
told you they gangsters. The IRS are gangsters. They're taking money without you even saying, "Hold on, wait a minute, I might not have it this week. I might need all my money." No, they taking their money off top and giving you what they feel like. Here, you can have this. We gonna take this part, but you can have this.
That's just being on top of them. You got M&C funk ass. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't jump on me, bro.
No labels are being thrown out there. No labels being thrown out there. We can
Oh,
say no other guys.
CC then. Shit, whatever. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So,
But no,
yeah.
I'm really wondering, like, as us as men, what can we do to change the situation now? You know, even though, well, I can't even say change the system now. How we can make our future better as black?
change, change that, change what you do. Change. You ain't gotta change nothing. Just, I mean, no change, but like you gotta teach something different. You hear me? You can't
I
teach the
think so
same
too.
thing. Yeah.
And the way is through real business. Like a motherfucker gotta actually see a blueprint of brothers, you know,
Yeah,
sisters
because we
too.
always trying to kill each other
All
now.
coming together and making shit. Everybody thinking that the business they have is gonna get to the top with just them. Shit like that, man. It gotta be a constructive thing, man.
Gotta
I
stop
mean,
talking about killing each other, then. That's what it is.
but you know what? That was designed by the people that's in power. Let me say that. That was designed to keep us contained, keep us under
I don't know.
scrutiny, keep
I
us
don't
under
know.
depression, all that stuff. This what we call our culture. It's not our culture. I refuse to believe that this music that we put out, the style that we have, they saying this is our culture. I don't feel like this is our culture. I feel like this is a culture that they forced upon us for we can to what word I'm looking for, react to certain things. These rappers beefing with each other, they killing each other. They send back like this is what we wanted.
Hey,
So
this might be a little.
when are we gonna change that?
Hey, this might be
Yeah.
a little joke. This might be a little jokey joke, but I say we let the white boys take over the rap. You know what I'm saying? And we go ahead and take over the country. You hear me?
Look, because I
Switch it
don't
up.
see nobody, no country singers beefing.
You
I
hear me?
don't see any country singers taking each other out.
You hear me?
Nah. They featuring bringing out sexy red and shit, getting more flags.
You feel me?
Oh shit. Hey, however the ball roll with them, whatever money
Uh,
is money with them. They don't give a fuck.
nah, for real.
But I mean, like even with the sexy reds, when are we gonna say as a group like enough is enough? What are you
We
teaching
can't.
our kids? I understand this is entertainment, but at the same time, what is the value in it?
How to wear wigs with baby hair on it.
I know where we was baby hair on it.
But no, I mean, like
That's
when we
hilarious.
gonna say we gonna stop them? Like, no, we not doing that no more. Let When are we gonna become strong as a unit? Because right now, honestly, we don't have no powerful leaders that's up there making a stand. Now we have people that's out there trying to make a change, but it
Ice
takes a
Cube
group of
was.
you
Ice
right,
Cube was. But
you right.
guess what? What did everybody say when Ice Cube was doing this thing? They was calling them, oh, you lame, fam. You ain't for us, da 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 da. Da." You know what I'm saying? But he got his eyes, and he got I guess I could say he got Trump listening. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, he still ain't even talked to the other side, so he say I don't know. But you got one person that's trying, but every time a person try, fam, it's like shit, his name get downgraded.
Because I mean, that's propaganda. If you have
I
one
know.
person that's trying to do it, okay, let's see how we can take that person down. Because if once we get people and we become unified, oh, they gonna tear that down. They gonna call us terrorists and all types of stuff. They gonna try their best to try to break up their unity. They don't want us to be unified. Because at the end of the day, we the reason why America is as strong as it is today. Without us, how
Yeah.
much would America lack?
Think about how much stuff will be invented.
Uh-uh.
How much stuff
So,
will be invented?
do you think they give us enough credit?
No. Hell nah. Don't get no credit.
No.
But you can
Is
take
is
credit.
is, is credit something that we want?
Hell nah.
Okay, right. Well, I'm gonna show you some. It's
I don't
more
want
of
no
me
credit. I
now. I'm
just want to
getting older,
live.
bro. I just want more of my percentage.
Mm.
You know.
I don't want nothing from him. Just leave me the hell alone. That's all I want. Leave me the hell alone. See, I don't want nothing from you. Just let me
Whatever
live.
type of business I'm doing, I need more of my percentage.
Shit.
I mean, they sprinkle they let people become wealthy and stuff like that. But like I tell people, like this is we ain't gonna never be equal.
Hell no.
There's no
Ah,
equal.
that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a
How?
lie. We will be equal. You want to know
When?
how we'll be equal? Let me tell you
Explain
how
to
we
me.
will be equal.
That guy,
Let me tell
explain
you.
to
Did you
me how
know
we gonna be
Dallas the web? Did
Hey,
you
I'm
know
finna tell you.
Dallas?
I'm finna tell you how we finna be equal. So check
okay.
this out. Say you see a Mexican. They can
Okay.
live together. They can live together, can't they?
Yeah.
They, hey,
Yeah.
a white person and a white person, they can live together. You hear me? Right? Right?
Yeah.
They can live together. Black folks, we can live together to an extent. Remember that. You gotta find a person. You gotta find like a group that you cool with. You can't just bring a whole group. They can just bring a whole. They families chill. You know what I'm saying? They whole family chill. Look at us. Our families, we broken. You know what
Why
I'm
you
saying?
think? Why you think that is?
Shit. How they treated us. What do you know? We know aggression. That's it. That's all we know is aggression.
So, do you think
Like,
that's a learned behavior?
yes, it is. It's a learned behavior from back when it started. You know what I'm saying? From where we come from. All we know is aggression because it's all we seen. We seen our people enslaved. You know what I'm saying? Our parents seen what their parents went through. Their parents seen what they went through. Their parents seen what they went through. And if all they seen was aggression and attitude and anger, what you think is gonna be passed down? You're gonna pass down the anger and the aggression. and all that shit. It's just gonna keep trickling down. Why you think some people when you see rich, it's like a family, right? Because they
Yeah,
got money. It teaches them it is I guess it shows happiness. You know what I'm saying? Money shows happiness. Broke shows depression, bad, evil. You know what I'm saying? That's the picture that we've been shown for what? For time.
yeah,
Until you take I got three boys. You know what I'm saying? I got three kids. Now one of them understand aggression. My youngest child will come on this screen and look at you and start smiling. My middle child will come and talk to y'all like he know y'all.
mm,
My oldest shy, so he just don't talk. You know what I'm saying? But they don't see aggression. You know what I'm saying? All they know is we chill,
right.
happiness, cool. But you know what I'm saying? You show aggression, that's what your kids gonna know is aggression.
Mm.
Your kids see
But see, I
happiness,
think
they
that's
gonna know
what we
happiness.
have now. Like all these parents, like even with you coaching, like you didn't came across some aggressive parents, and you be like, it's not that deep. But the kids see, how they parents reacting, and they wonder why,
Hmm.
they acting up in school, or they talking back, or they got this type of attitude because this is what they adapted to. This is what they seeing. So this is what they invited. So that's what they giving to the teachers. Man, my wife, she
Hmm.
cries sometimes when she come home from teaching, because the kids they unruly, they disrespectful, and when you
They
try
do
to
it though.
tell their parents like, my kid don't do that,
Yeah,
and
they
it's
said
like,
you female now, they'll tell you in a minute they'll file out with anybody about their child.
Hmm.
Instead of seeing what's going down.
and that's hurting. That's I think that's hurting our kids because I feel like parents these days they want to be friends with their kids.
Yep.
To
They
me,
don't want
that's
to. They don't want to hurt their kids' feelings.
basic minded. Like you gonna really base all your business decisions, family decisions, and shit off a child.
Look, I mean that's what they do.
It's different now, shit. If you was a child and you were wrong, guess what? Back then, like shit, the person that probably seen you do something wrong get to beat your ass, and your mama is like a soul train line waiting to
Look,
beat your ass. So
Right.
look,
yeah,
we
man,
we
it was
don't we don't
different
have
back
that.
then.
We don't have that. Look, I used to get whooped by my next door neighbor.
Hey, for
They
me,
they used to see me cut up. They bring me in the house and boom, 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 boom. Stop doing that. Go home.
it's a village.
Man, if I'm lying, like I remember when we was young, my mom and them used to have like house parties. So all the kids, the adults who came to the party, they might have brought their kids. So we all in one room. Like
Fighting.
one of my brother broke a window. Man, it's like everybody at the party beat our ass. Like stop partying and beat our ass. Like it was real deal back then, man.
So let me ask you, what is harder, growing up in this day and age or growing up in the era that we grew up in?
That one we grew up in.
You think that was harder?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just saying, I mean, they're not harder, but as far as like discipline,
Oh yeah.
nowadays you just throw a kid
I
a
think
phone or
it's more,
something.
it's harder mentally because the shit these kids on now just like crash dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like I'm real live seeing GTA play out in the street.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
These 17, 18-year old getting in the car with Uber driver blowing the back of they. Man, you must
my
really
house.
thought this was GTA or something, man. Like
Yeah.
Look, I
it's
mean,
unreal.
and that's the crazy thing about it is like I was watching some YouTube videos of the most dangerous games in Dallas and stuff like that, and all of them was kids.
Yep.
They look like babies. They don't even look like they would shoot anything or do anything harmless to anybody. They look like babies. But they would say they were the most dangerous game. They had them by names, and this person already did this. And I'm like, this person got killed at 18. This person got killed at 17. It's like the youth is dying young.
I don't think they
That's what
ready.
it's all about. It ain't about money. It's
Yeah,
just,
because I can tell you, I had this dude that I, hey, you know
it
what,
just
buddy, I was telling you that that we work with that's from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He know a kid. He was telling me about this 8 year old out in Chicago that killed over 100 people at the age of 8, and it's real deal. I'm gonna look up the name, and the next time we on, I'll give you the name. But
a big
hey,
girl.
these kids out here doing some grown up things, man.
Look, I got a question for Dr. Eric Curry. You have daughters, right?
Right.
So are you kind of afraid for your daughters growing up in the era that we're growing up in for the quality of young men that's growing up?
I was when they were younger, but I've kind of figured some things out. And part of that is it's my responsibility to raise them to identify what a good man looks like
Mm,
and set those parameters of their expectations and the things that we establish as guidelines and guardrails for their livelihoods and identifying for them the difference between wrong and right and creating moments for them to have self-discovery and identify and know who they are and what they stand for and what they represent and what they'll settle for and what they won't settle for. I take my daughters out on little mini dates. I take them places. I show them things that they've never seen
mm,
before so that they're not impressed by some of the things that these little boys do. And they understand what good character looks like. I don't tell them something that I don't do, you know, and I try to exemplify what a man should be um, and the qualities of a man that they should appreciate so that when they grow up as young women, they know how to identify between a little boy and a grown man.
mm.
And I think that there's a growing number of just little boys and not enough grown men.
Hmm. So do you think like as men, you think do you see yourself trying to talk to the young men of this day and age to try to guide them and let them know, like if you see them messing up, like, hey man, you're going the wrong down the wrong direction.
Oh, I do that all the time. And I have a, you know, with my career, I run into a lot of young men, and a lot of it comes back down to principle. And I don't expect a young man to do something that he never seen before. So I
Mm,
don't expect a young man to be chivalrous if he's never seen any other man in his life treat a woman like that. I don't expect him to know what a gentleman is if he's never seen a real gentleman in his life. So we'll talk about what that looks like. If I see a young man struggling, it's my job as a grown man to give
mm,
him principle, to show him things and teach him things that he's probably never seen before, so that he has a better chance to make better decisions. And we are all a sum total of our life decisions. We can only make the best decision based off of the options that we have available in front of us. And
mhm,
I only expect the same for a young 16 or 17-year-old boy. You know, he's going to make the best decision based off of what's in front of him. And sometimes it's between bad and worse.
mm.
And what my job is to show him a better option.
But you know what though? I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't talk to a lot of these kids around this around by I say teenagers to younger and stuff like that. And one thing and two things that I found out that they do listen. They will sit there and they will listen to you if
Yeah.
you give them the time or the opportunity instead of talking at them, just have a conversation with them. And I feel like that's a way that we can get to them instead of telling them, oh, you doing this wrong, or you just constantly going at them with no answers or no way to get out of situation. A lot of time we just need to have conversations to talk to them because they will tell
Yeah.
you everything what's going on. And
Yeah.
sometimes, what's crazy thing about it, these kids, they want somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, they
Mhm.
want somebody to talk to because they can't talk to their parents because their parents always at their neck. So they don't feel comfortable going to their parents because the only thing they're gonna do is just gripe at me or yell at me and stuff like that or tell me something that I'm not doing or whatever. So
Right.
they don't feel comfortable talking to their parents, but they need an outlet. So and like I said, some of these kids they will talk to a perfect stranger if you just let them talk.
Yeah.
They want to be heard. At this day and age, we was always taught to shut up, don't speak, don't give me your opinion. But now, we at a different age where these kids, they're a lot smarter than what we were when we was growing up. They have opinion, they got thoughts, and like I said, it's we can't teach our kids the same way we was taught up, that we was brought up. Because if we teach the kids the same thing that we was taught when we was being brought up, then we just gonna repeat the cycle. We have to change with change. So that guy, you got boys.
Yes.
So I mean, what do
3 of
you
them.
tell your boys in this day and age?
What do I tell them? I'm gonna tell you what I tell them. Some real. This is what I tell them. Some real shit. Y'all are half breeds. Y'all are black and white. But to these folks out here, y'all black. So you gotta act a certain way.
Mm,
You hear me? So I teach them, show them how to carry themselves, how to talk to folks, how to keep manners, how to mind. Hey, big one. This is the big one. How to mind their own motherfucking me business.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Don't be in everybody's business. Because if you get caught up in his shit, you gotta take the same consequences. It don't matter. So if you don't want to be in no shit, mind your business. And if you gonna do dirt, do it on your own.
mm.
You hear me?
So
Really,
a question to
really
you.
do.
So do you think is a little bit different having mixed kids?
Yes, yes, it is. Cause they come home. My oldest comes home and they say, tell that nigga he can't. He can only. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? Black History Month. He only got a certain days that he could celebrate at Black History Month.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what they told him.
That's what they
That's
told
cold.
him, man.
Oh
That
man.
is what they told him.
That's cold.
They
I
told him
told,
that.
they told him that, fam. Like, it's some real shit,
That's
bro.
fucked up.
That's cold. That's cold.
So, 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 like I tell him, you know
Look,
what I'm
I
saying?
wasn't ready for that one.
I
Hey,
wasn't ready
yeah,
for it
but
either.
see, look, but see though, but being me and Cedric, you know me, so you know
Yeah.
my comeback was say, tell him that's cool. Your other side got the rest of the months. It don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? I, you know what I'm saying? I really say I can't make this up. This is what I tell that.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. You only can celebrate half of the month. It's crazy.
say,
You only got
say,
weeks.
say,
Oh
square
man,
business,
I
fam.
am crying.
Oh
No,
man.
it is hard because the shit that they come home and tell me, fam, like it'd be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this shit wilding. But I just tell them, just hey, just laugh it off and just keep pushing, fam. That shit ain't
Yeah,
nothing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's more to it than it's more to it than school, fam. So you only got to do this and get out, and then shit. When you get into the real world, hey, that's when the grind starts. You know what I'm saying? But the grind start now. If you want to play at it, they all want to play sports. So they
mm,
grind starts right now. You know what I'm saying? So school is very important. I make sure they got their grades. Make sure they able to, you know what I'm saying, do what they need to. I tell them, keep everything kosher. keep if you don't do football, keep your background straight. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when it's gonna help you
Facts.
out and you know what I'm saying, mess you over.
Right.
So I just try to teach them. You know what I'm saying? Try to tell them what it is.
Look,
But I
I
don't
want to.
but I don't
I want to
hide.
give a shout out to all the men on this panel because we are all active fathers. So it's good that we are leaving a legacy for our kids to be better individuals than what we probably were, to teach them and guide them because a lot of kids don't have father figures in their life.
Right.
Exactly.
They don't have that stern person to tell you, no, we ain't going out like that. We ain't doing that. Like I can guarantee you, 6 year old probably didn't have our daddy in our life. You
I can
know,
tell you she probably didn't.
look, and it's stuff like that shows because I don't know no real father that will allow their daughter to carry themselves like that. I mean,
You hear
I
me?
understand it's entertainment, but at the same time, like, no, you have to have some prestige about yourself, some oomph about yourself. You can't just show the world and act ratchet and like what lifestyle. Like, I didn't bring you up to be like that,
Right.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like being a father is very important to our kids. Now, being a mother is important. I'm not
Oh,
the
my bad.
mother,
All
the
right.
mama. She's important, but the father, I think he's more important.
The father is the structure.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
if you're
It's the
allowed to be.
exactly
Mm,
that part right there.
mm,
You hear me?
mm.
You gotta
Hey,
be
Marty,
aligned.
you said a mouthful right there.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm lying, like I, my oldest son, 20 years old, bro.
Yeah.
When I say I done went through trenches, rivers, swamps, and shit for all my kids, like anytime I ever got to see them and actually be in their life, I had to go way out my way. You know what I'm
You hear
saying?
me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Man, like he's 15, man. I drove to California from Louisiana not knowing if I was gonna see him or not.
Mm,
When
Same.
his mama could have just picked up the phone and said, well, yeah, I know you coming. I'm having to call around to different people and stuff. So yeah, man, it's just
So
when you're
look,
allowed to.
so get in that bag before our hour of power about to end shortly. But I'm gonna extend it a little bit. But talking about that, like, do some women always want to talk about deadbeat daddies, like
Hey,
like.
hey.
But do women make it easy for men to be good fathers?
Hell no, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I got two partners right now, right? Two partners right now who got custody of their boys, fam. And the stuff that I hear is it boys say they strong as hell. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Them two
Mm,
niggas is strong as hell. You hear me? They
mm,
do everything. I'm talking about everything for they little niggas, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
And they in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak on they shit, but I just know I got two homeboys right now that's real niggas on they shit right now, fam. On some real shit, fam.
mm,
I done done it.
Say,
My 20
you
year
hear me?
old son, I had him until he was 5, going on 6 years old.
Yeah, you hear me?
But that's another thing women tend to do. Tell them we ain't shit.
Yep.
Even if they ain't shit, we don't tend to just
yeah.
inflict that pain on the kids. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but like I said, like I think a lot of men would be great fathers. I think it's 50-50.
It
A lot of
is.
women they want to put it on men. Oh, men, they not doing this, but sometimes women make it very hard for a man to do what he have to do. Now, I didn't hear other men say it doesn't matter how she is. You still take care of your responsibility. But as a man, how can you take care of your responsibility if the child mother won't allow you to?
Shit, just keep paying that money at the I guess the she done put you on or make sure you in that person's life. Honestly, I can't speak on it because I ain't in that situation. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah.
But I can say that I do have a seed that's overseas. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? He waters away. And I ain't talked to my little homie in some years, and that's not on me. That's on his mama. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
plus with the shit that's going on over there.
Mm.
So, you know, I can't like I don't have the other situation of the baby mama and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But I do know and see with my own eyes that it be some bullshit.
Hold up, man. We got one person that popped up late. Man, I'm gonna let him go ahead and speak his piece because it seems like he got something to say, man. I'm gonna introduce Teddy C to the board, man.
Hmm.
What's
What's
good,
good with
fellas?
What's up?
Man, I
you know
wasn't even gonna try to
he
chime in, but
to say? He
yeah,
only got something to say, man. What's on your mind, man?
uh,
All
I
right,
want to
now.
be fair. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good?
I just want to be fair and say that it's some Nick Cannons out here too now. It's some
Okay,
futures out here too.
okay.
I'm just saying that to say like let me just put it like this because it's so public. Nick Cannon don't want to be he don't want to be a father. He just want to be a daddy. Father is being there, is being present.
Mm-hmm.
Dad is just a title.
Mm. So you think a lot of men they just want the title but not the responsibility?
Well, okay, and I'm saying this again without fairness because
Mm-hmm.
if we're not gonna allow women to celebrate Father's Day, rightfully so, we can't say Happy Father's Day to the dudes. What's their brother in Memphis with 34 kids or some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? It's people like that. That's a dad. That's not a father. There's no way you can give all them kids your time individually. They not in the same household with you.
I mean,
Same thing with Nick
34
Cannon.
kids, 34 kids is wild. I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of
Yeah, I might be off. I might be off, but I know that dude like he got buku kids, bro. That's a fact.
I
And
mean,
then uh now when my boy was saying, he went from the boot to Cali, bro, that's crazy. That's man. I don't even know how I would feel, but a couple years ago, well, I say a couple years ago, uh shit, I got served child support papers the day my granddad died.
mm,
Hey,
And the fucked up thing about it, I'm sorry, it was the day after. The fucked up thing about it is that my baby mama knew this shit.
mm,
But see, that's the thing. I was in no Cliff going to Plano, to Louisville to work, back to Plano, back
mm,
to a Cliff every day, every day. You understand what I'm saying? With no issue. I ain't give a fuck how tired I was. Bruh, I got videos of me and my baby. I'm feeding her at 1 or something in the morning. We watching Martin. I mean, some of these women say, being a mother or a parent is a job. No, it's not. It's not a job. It's not a job because you can't quit. But they have the
mm,
incentive to quit.
yeah.
They have the incentive to quit. If we quit, we deadbeats.
mm-hmm,
If
Mm-hmm.
you know what, I wrestle with something. I'm gonna be brief. I used to wrestle with this. I don't know if you ever seen a movie back in the day where the dad was like, "Well, I wasn't ready to be a man." I wrestled with it, but if you think about it, you don't really know what it is to be a parent until you are a parent. You
Right.
don't
mm-hmm.
know what it's like. You don't understand what colic is for a baby until that baby just keep crying. You have no idea what the hell is wrong with that child. And for those who don't know, colic is when they coughing all the damn time and they irritated for some damn reason. Long story short, uh, I'm gonna find that story and I'm gonna send the link to it, TK. But it's a chick who did all this bitching and boohooing, called CPS, gave willingly. Hear me? She willingly gave up her babies, bro. And
Mm.
got her to pursue something, whatever the fuck, shit that don't even matter. Let me tell you something, man. I
She
learned
was talking
this,
about going back to school and stuff, wasn't it?
all that shit. Yeah,
I
like they don't
seen that.
support that shit. Yeah, like they don't support women who have kids that want to go back to school. What's that one school? They encourage parents to bring their children with them, bro. The school that I work at, they got daycare.
Mm.
They got daycare, bro. So I don't buy that shit. You feel me? I don't buy that shit, bro.
Look,
But if
look,
but men have to. You know what I'm
let me
saying? It's like we have no choice, or we gonna be labeled as something negative.
look. Let me tell you
Women are
this.
celebrated in this shit, bro. I'm telling you.
Look, I knew this one woman. Well, this couple, they had kids and stuff like that. You know, they had like around about 5 or 6 kids together. They had them together. No other, man. It was all his.
Mm.
The lady ended up leaving him with all the kids and left all the kids and went to another state with another dude. They moved, you know. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
she left all her kids. She turned her back on all her kids. And like I think about 2 years later, she came back and he accepted her back. Like, and
Mm-mm.
yeah,
Nah,
Guess what
nah,
though?
nah.
She knew that when she left, she was going. Whenever she came back, he was going to accept.
Probably so. Just
but
ain't no way. I'm finna. Nah.
See, you don't see that a lot of times. Them women that ain't right in the head and stuff, they set in on weakness, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I thought that was wow. I mean, for you to leave 6 kids and go to a whole nother state, move to a whole nother state with another dude, and just like you can have the
That's
kids,
crazy.
it's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I was just telling my old lady yesterday. We were just casually conversating. I was like, man, pretty fucked up that single mothers are being celebrated, and always have been. And she kind of had to look. I mean, it's not that she don't notice, but some people just don't go and thought about a lot of things. And as I'm saying, I'm starting to really realize what I'm saying. Like, damn, you really can't check females because, or hold them accountable. Let me just say it like that. You can't hold them accountable for the simple fact, not the law doesn't hold them accountable. So why how could a man do it? That's the question.
Mm,
And that one cat I was saying that be talking certain shit about him being with women and shit. He actually made a good point. It was like he was trying to soften the blow up for this one chick who's asking the question, why do we need to shame single mothers? And she was really dumbfounded. And I'm just like, well, if you don't let a motherfucker know that they doing wrong, you giving them incentive to keep doing wrong. If that dog keep pissing on the carpet, you just let him do it. He gonna keep doing it. I
no,
mean, at
that's
some point you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's why every time, I'm saying, when you raising a puppy, every time they piss or poop on the carpet, you rub their nose in it. That ain't what you gonna do. That's not what we doing.
mm. So look,
But
I got a question for you. So do you feel like there's a lot of women feel like a man can't correct them? If it ain't they fathers, if it ain't they daddy, no man can correct.
mm,
Have y'all
well,
ever experienced something like that?
Yeah,
mm, to
my
an
four year
extent,
old
yeah,
mama,
yeah.
my 4 year old mama. Every time I used to correct her, that's the first thing she'll say when she over guilty. You ain't my daddy. So she had pissed me off. Like you said all the time. So I said, you know what? You damn right I ain't your daddy. I said, you told me your daddy, you ain't never learned how to ride a bike because your daddy was trying to take you too fast. I said, can't you drive that car out there? Yeah. I said, well, then I'm better than your motherfucking daddy.
Look, I
Mm,
taught you how to drive a car. He didn't even teach you how to ride a bike. Yeah,
I
that's
said, yeah,
crazy.
mm,
so you right, I'm not him. Jeez.
But at the same time, I wanted to respond off of one thing that I think there was you who said that TK that it was something to that effect. But just think, even with chicks who have they dad, I'm talking about their biological dad all their life, they don't give a fuck about disappointing them. It's some chicks like that. It's really some chicks that I'm talking about understand the value of having a father. Maybe the single child may not be, but they understand the hurt that they gonna cause their daddy. I'm talking about a good man, not just the dad. I mean their father. You know what I'm saying?
I
Somebody
mean,
who put them
man,
through college and all that other
look,
shit.
I
It's
haven't
chicks
came
out here because
across
because check. Hold up. Let me say this real quick.
that was.
When I can't remember old buddy's name, but he do street interviews in Vegas. I think it's complicated. It's complicated. That's the channel name.
Yeah.
And it be some young chicks out there. And some of the questions that he be asking, it's like he asking them to some pretty young females. I say like the youngest like 19. Yeah, so you know where I'm going with this. If they answer in truth to him, just imagine how less they think of their father.
Mm,
Because the same shit that they putting out there like that, come on man, this is the day of the internet. Like where everything like people see everything. It may not be that day, may not be the next day, may not be that month, but somehow, some way, if he don't see it, somebody he know gonna see it, and it'll come back to him. And if he was to bring it up to her, she probably wouldn't give a fuck, cause that's the but shit that people see and do on the internet is far more greater than having common sense. And us here on this panel, we know that we see it every day
mm-hmm.
from the way they dress, from the way they talk. There is, bruh, I'm pretty sure all of us was born either real late 70s or 80s or early 80s. And I'm gonna say this: we never had to question or even heard the term for a woman to be in her femininity and not be in her masculinity. Like what the fuck, like bro? I'm still trying to understand where they even come up with this shit because a woman is born feminine,
Mm.
Oh,
the more softer side of a man. You understand what I'm
get
saying?
what?
Which is why
I
we
ain't
attracted to him in the first place.
I ain't never heard nothing about an alpha female till now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't even normally respond to shit like that, but I just had to tell him, like, man, I mean, if you believe in God, being a man of God is worth more than having a title, alpha, beta, or whatever. For that shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. I ain't never give a damn about none of that, bro. I'm a man. I am
Right.
the way God made me, bro. And if I'm made after His own image, I don't need to change my title. Man is what that is. I was here first, after Him. After the creator, I was here first. I'm talking about on earth. Oh, how somebody gonna tell me what my place in this world is when they don't even know theirs? Like, bro, what is we talking about? These kids, and I'm calling them kids because they 20s and younger. I'm like, man, these kids don't even understand what it's like to even go through hardship, like real hardship. You understand what I'm saying? Eating bologna sandwiches and having to eat ramen noodles all day. Yeah, sometimes not even eating every other day type shit. Peeling potatoes just to get full type shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, the way I came up, I ain't never had to think about no gun. I ain't had to worry about no ops, nigga. I'm from Rupert Circle, West Dallas. You know what I'm saying? On across the other side of the street was not Bonton Fish Trap. That's the only shit that I had to think about at that time. And that was just fighting. Wasn't no guns. It wasn't no shooting nobody. Nigga, we was young. If one of the older people, one of the older family members or somebody from the hood seen us with a gun, bro, we get our ass beat. And then sit home to grandma or mama. And they gonna beat our ass too. You feel me? You wanna do that, you gonna be grown and at my house. That's the type of shit that we had to hear. So shit. Got my little trinkets, you know what I'm saying? 60 years old, I was out the door. I didn't bring no shame to my mama's house, my grandma's house. What? Hell no. Man, they don't care. Bro, the shit that this generation is allowed to do. We had no, bro, we were scared to go home if we was doing shit like that. You hear me?
Hell yeah.
Bro, I was too busy trying to make good grades so I could still play football to worry about to worry about half the shit these kids worry about. Like real shit.
What
You know what I'm
happened to
saying?
TK?
Ain't lying about that. I was there on
I
football
don't
and
know.
dance stuff.
He's still on though. But
Oh,
yeah,
he
shit
is.
like that, man. That's it's like, bro, I don't understand it. They have it so good. They really have no idea what it's like to get it out the mud, to struggle and all that other stuff. They don't have no idea. First of all, we don't want them to know what it's like, and that's cool. I ain't mad at that. But we may not, our people may not even necessarily had to do it, but due to the environment that we came up in, that's what kicked everything off. You know, if you was in Louisiana at that time in the early mid 90s, yeah, murder capital of the world. You seen motherfuckers get their shit split open. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Cali, the same thing. It wasn't like that hardly nowhere else. They came up like that. Kids everywhere else, but they did not come up like that.
Like what?
But yet and still, you know what I'm saying? You see these Midwestern motherfuckers acting like they just got it the worst out of everybody. These suburban kids. I ain't talking about just white kids. I'm talking about black ones too.
Mm.
These motherfuckers growing up like Takashi and shit. You doing this shit for play. Then when it get funky, you know what I'm saying? You want to tuck your tail and run. Like, no. But then there's some of the youngsters out here, boy, I done seen commit some of the most heinous crimes, bro. I ain't talking about stealing. I'm talking about murder. And it's like the pettiest shit going on. It ain't nothing major. That's
Mm-mm.
what I don't understand. They do this shit for petty ass reasons. It's like who you trying to prove your point to?
My nigga.
They just want to be
My
known.
nigga. Gotta put the name out there in the world, man. Gotta be hard.
Bruh, I've been thinking this shit for the longest, but the pandemic fucked up a lot of people. A lot
Man,
of
the
people.
pandemic fucked up everything.
Society got worse.
They
I
fucked
mean,
up.
think about how much more crime it is. Like, bro, this is ridiculous, man.
They fucked up for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
For real. Yeah, it was getting fucked up before this shit hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the presidency. Once that presidency shit hit, shit, you should have known this would go. They should have gone ham. Hey, watch the. This
I
is
mean
all going on
that's
right now. Watch the storm
yeah.
that's about to hit now, nigga. Say, watch the storm that's about to hit in a minute. We ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't heard nobody say nothing
I
about
I
that.
I believe, bro. I mean, like I said, man, it was a lot of crazy shit going on then. Bro, we didn't have pronouns and shit before the pandemic.
Nah, we gotta call everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Call
Being a
everybody
scammer
it
was
now.
still being frowned upon at that time. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, being a man was not in question. The
Testing
question about what
TK.
it.
Hey, I'm here. I'm had to do something real quick,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm back on like crack on.
Hey man, you can't be having private sessions during the show, bro.
Hey man,
Yeah, man. This is your show, nigga.
look, I got wife and kids, man. I got sometimes I gotta step away
I'm
and
just
make sure
messing
they
with
good.
I
You
ain't
know.
can't step away, bro.
Hey,
That ain't not allowed, my boy. No stepping away. It
look,
ain't.
man. I
Yeah.
feel like this a good group of guys that can keep a conversation going on. Shit, y'all all superstars in your own lane.
I see you pop a little few beads of sweat, man. You sure?
What that do?
Look
you
at
know, you know, it's hot under these lights. I got all these bright lights and
Right.
stuff.
oh,
It's hot
Man,
under
let
these
that
lights.
be the reason.
But
Let
man,
that be the reason.
we getting to that time. It's We going here for an hour and 20 minutes, man. Hey,
We got about 10 more minutes.
you got 10 more minutes? Oh man, I gotta get
Bro,
up
you
there.
can chop this hoe up later, man. You can chop
But
this
you know
bitch
what?
up
Hey
and drop
man,
it,
look,
man.
we gonna be back on in a little bit, man. Maybe Saturday or Sunday, one of those 2 days,
Come here,
whatever.
Aunt.
So
Hey,
we're gonna be back on. Let me mute that guy real quick because he just extra loud.
no, I'm talking to you now. I'm telling you now because before you end the show, I want that nigga to come on here and shout out the 10U Mesquite. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna do a
And
little promotion. Let everybody get they bars off and let them know what they do on a consistent basis.
yeah, yeah.
That guy, he coaches. The 10U. What's the name of your team again?
10U Mesquite Gators.
Mesquite Gators. You know what? I
Mesquite
think I
Gators.
played the Gators.
Man, you ain't played the Gators.
When I was playing, well, I was coaching the Saints, and I think we played the Gators, the Pleasant
Oh
Grove
yeah.
Saints.
Hey, did the Gators play well, that was probably before my time, fam. I ain't gonna even
Yeah,
front to
yeah,
you.
yeah. That was before your time.
Pleasant Grove Saints.
Sound like
Do
shit. No, it ain't never been. I don't know nothing about Pleasant Grove Saints.
that guy?
All the Saints I know
What's
about is
happening?
Do you got some
Salvation Army.
kids from Terrell that play for your team?
From Curl?
From
Do we
Terrell.
got from Terrell? Do we have some kids from Terrell? Not that we know of.
We just played Terrell Saints.
We played out in Terrell. Or
Oh,
no,
you
we played
said they
out in
play out in
Forney.
Terrell.
We
Oh,
played out in
Forney.
Forney. Yeah, and we played the Terrell Tigers.
Oh, they played y'all little team from down here. The
Yeah, out
Terrell
there in that
Tigers.
707. Out in that 707.
You might have seen them.
Yeah, we played them. We
So,
was
Okay.
called the
so
Savages out there on that 707.
Yeah.
hey man,
Or not the
promote that
7.
that youth football, man.
Hey, Leo, come here.
I was just speaking of the uniform.
You hear me? Hey, Leo, come here. Hey, these was the uniforms right here. Bro, man, move. We had the map on the uniform. You got Dallas. Where's Dallas?
Oh,
Had Irvin, Duncanville, had
okay,
Mesquite, Town East Mall, you know what I'm saying? We had
okay.
all of it, fam. Balls
Rose Hill.
Springs.
Okay, I
Oh,
like
We
that.
really?
had it all. Nah,
That was kind of fresh
That's
though.
fine.
Richardson. We had it
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
yeah.
They must
Yeah,
got
we got
major sponsorship. They got sponsorship better than the NBA.
Look,
Damn, that's
the
what's up. Yeah.
Hey, I told them niggas every time they play, hey, remember y'all got the city on your back for real. You hear me?
Type shit. Know what I'm saying?
Went to the championship and everything, man. Yeah, 11 man and
no, that's
7
right.
man. So yeah, we out there. We out there. You hear me?
So they got go ahead, tell the people what you do, and go ahead and shout out your team.
All right. Yeah. Oh, what I do? Hey, hey. So this that guy. You know what I'm saying? 10U head coach. I mean 10U defensive coordinator. But here go my head coach right here. You put the shout out to T right here. What's happening?
What up, though, man? Y'all already know the fuck going on. Coach Ant, Slaughter Gang, you know what I'm talking about? On me, Slaughter Gang on 3. We ain't ducking no action if you want to come get it.
In assembly work, if you need assembly, holler at me. But nah, HB, you know what I'm saying? That's what I stand for. Hustle made brand. That guy, you know what I'm saying? All right, we do too. Y'all be
Okay,
safe out
okay.
there.
We got Teddy C. What's up, man? Tell the people about yourself.
Oh shit, ain't nothing to it. It's it, you know what I'm saying? From the hood, Texas boy, you know what I'm saying? Country as fuck, get with me.
Okay, okay. Hey, we got Mr. Eric Curry. Hold on, let me go ahead put you on here. Mr. Eric Curry, go ahead and tell the people what you got going on.
It's the Dr. Eric Curry. I'm glad to have spent some time with you guys. Got the Too Big for That show. We're on all platforms. We just dropped a new episode. Got a new episode coming out this week with somebody who went to school, played football with Jamie Foxx. He
Mm.
has some Jamie Foxx stories. It's going to be lit. So check us out. Let us know what you think about the show.
Most definitely. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Let me get back on here, man. Yeah, that was Dr. Eric Curry, Teddy C, that guy, and that boy Marty Marr. You know, we was on here doing our thing, you know, having a great discussions and conversation about Juneteenth and also what we should do as a black culture. But you know, y'all already know who I am. You know, I ain't gotta say the slogan no more, but tune in. Yeah, let me talk about Mr. Dr. Eric Curry. You know, we got, you know, a 3 round poetry bout that we gonna get ready to drop. You know, we're gonna have some judges. So if anybody out there that want to judge, you know, this tournament or this 3 round bout, man, let me know. Trust me, it's about to be a 3-0 sweep. He ain't gonna get 1 round. Nah, look, and the thing is, look, I know it's kind of cocky, you know, to say that he ain't gonna get around, that I'm gonna win. It's gonna be a landslide. Well, I am cocky and rude. I might be, y'all know the rest. Y'all ain't got to like me. Yeah. But you know, hey, y'all already know what it is. It's TK the poet. You already know, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that mean. Yeah, I wrote it. Plus, I'm too fire. Like the drill burning inside of my hip. Yeah, the too fire. Nah, I can flip that. I'm too fire. Like a lighter in a match. Yeah, that's too fire. We out this mud. Black Room Media. Y'all know the vibes. Subscribe that way. Let me go ahead and. But also, we on Facebook, Portrait Life. We on Facebook, Black Room Media. Go check those Facebook groups out and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, support, share, like, all that stuff, comment, all that stuff. Because, you know, that's the only way we can grow if we get y'all involved and y'all spread the word. But again, this Black Room Media, we out.